Everybody. I wanted to do a conference call or a video conference, but as I was looking at the date and the time and I realized how busy everybody is, I thought it might be easier to record a short video instead. This way you can listen to it at your leisure. Alrighty, so here's what this is all about. The summer months. Summer in financial services traditionally is the slowest time of the year, but I believe that's a choice. And some of the things that we have going on for the end of the month, I think if you take full advantage of them, you can set yourself up for a phenomenal summer in your business. And so here's what we have going on. First of all, June 29th. Our CEO, Mike Wilk, is going to be traveling here from Denver. He's going to do two events while he's here on the 29th. The first one is an orientation for new and prospective agents. That's going to be here at the Woodbridge office starting at 3:30, going from 3:30 until about 5 o'clock p.m. Now, here's what's so special about that. Many of you have expressed an interest in recruiting, in building an agency. And one of the things that Mike does extremely well is he paints the picture of why Five Rings and why now. Five Rings is not, as you know, a traditional financial services company. But for many of us, that's difficult to explain what makes us different. And Mike is a master at doing that. Other financial services are shrinking in size, they're shrinking in numbers, their volume of production is going down, but Five Rings is growing exponentially. And it's a lot because of our culture, our system, the way that we do business, how we treat people, how we treat our agents. And Mike will convey that kind of information during the orientation. So I want to encourage you to invite people who have mentioned that they have an interest in finding out more about Five Rings Financial. Bring them here on June 29th at 3:30 and let Mike Wilk share with them the value and all the great things that we already know about Five Rings Financial. When we leave here at 5 o'clock, we'll be heading over to the Hibachi Grill in Woodbridge, right off of Route 1. It's the same place we did Money 101 last month. That event is going to start at 6:30. So Money 101 again with our CEO Mike Wilk. Again, nobody does it better than Mike, and so for those that attend the orientation, they're going to have an opportunity to really see our full system, how we prospect, how we recruit, all that kind of stuff. They're going to get to see that in the combination of the orientation event and the Money 101. So you definitely want to start preparing now, inviting now for both of those. Then the following day, on June 30th, which is a Thursday, we're going to have the great Jessica Myers from National Life Group right here at the Woodbridge office training for agents. Now, let's put this into perspective. Excuse me, Jessica Myers is one of the top trainers at National Life Group. Generally, when a top trainer from a top insurance agency like National Life Group comes into a huge metropolitan area like Washington, D.C., they rent a ballroom at a big hotel and they invite every contracted agent in the area to come and attend a training. Now, generally, we'd be subject to a training with three or four or 500, other agents that don't do business the way that we do. And so, in a meeting like that, Jessica would have to go through general information about National Life Group and all the products and all that kind of stuff, much of which doesn't really pertain to us, the key products that we focus on, and the system that we use. And so we wouldn't get that personal time. But because we are the fastest growing agency at National Life Group, we get certain privileges and advantages that others don't get, like having Jessica Myers come to our office to train just us. And so I want to make sure that you really understand what a big deal that is and what a great opportunity it is for all of us. I remember when I first got started with Five Rings, being able to go to a training like that with Jessica Myers made all the difference in the world. It allowed me to ask my questions in a, more private environment. It allowed me to gain confidence and understanding of the products and the way that we were designing cases to meet the needs of our clients, and allowed me to have a great level of confidence that the products and the case designs that we were creating were really good for our clients. And it allowed me, as the engineer in me, to lift the lid on those products and really see what made them tick, why they worked, and why they were really good, but for the company, for the agents, and most importantly for our clients. And so you'll have that opportunity to meet Jessica, to start to build a relationship with her and with National Life Group, ask your questions and get answers to, all of those things that you wanted to know. Well, maybe not all of them, but at least a good start. So that training is going to be from 9:30 until 2 o'clock right here at the Woodbridge office. Now, I recognize that it's a weekday and we have a lot of agents who are dual careered. And so it's going to be, I'm sure, a stretch for some of you to be able to make that event. But I will assure you that the information and the time spent will be well spent. So if you have to jump through some hoops or take a little time off or whatever that means for you, I believe it will be time well spent and effort that won't be wasted. So I encourage you to do that. So here in Woodbridge, we've got June 29th, orientation 3:30 to 5 with Mike Wilk here at the Woodbridge office. We have Money 101 starting at 6:30 at the Hibachi Grill. The following day, Thursday the 30th, we have Jessica Myers here at the Woodbridge office starting at 9:30 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. And this same scenario will be happening both in Richmond and in Virginia Beach. I will send out information, details about the events with Jessica Myers and Mike Wilk, both in Richmond and in Virginia Beach, same week. So I know many of us have prospects and so forth in those other areas. And for some who are maybe in Raleigh or live in Spotsylvania further south, Richmond might be a better fit. So I want to encourage you to take a look at the entire schedule and figure out which of those events you're going to be able to make it to, hopefully all the ones in Woodbridge. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out. Look for the email details coming out later. Love you all and have a great rest of the day. Take care.